Los Angeles says July was its busiest month on record when it moved more than 1 million containers, and more than half of that volume was generated by imports. This is a far cry from a few months back when steep tariffs brought trade between the U.S. and China to a standstill. Businesses are now hoping that a trade truce could lead to a lasting agreement, and that is particularly true for companies selling games and toys. Most of their products, including this board game, which I have with me here, Wingspan, this one made in China. Jamey Stegmaier is the president of Stonemaier Games, which makes Wingspan. He's actually part of a lawsuit as well, suing the administration over its tariff policy, and joins me now. Jamey, it's really good to have you with us. I mean, first of all, just walk us through. I think it's so important for our viewers to understand what it's like to be a small business and how you're navigating this moment when it comes to the tariffs. What's your daily reality?
Yeah, thanks for asking about that. Our daily reality is our job is to serve our customers. I'm trying to serve my customers and my coworkers on a daily basis. And what the tariffs have done is that for every $10 that we spend to make a game at our longtime 13-year partner in China, we have to pay an extra $3 in tariff taxes to the U.S. government. So it's a direct hit on Stonemaier Games as a small business on really a daily basis at this point.
Have you started passing that cost on, that direct hit, passing it on to your consumers?
So it's a great question, and I think we've seen less inflation than I expected at this time of year. And I think businesses like mine are really trying hard to serve our customers by not increasing prices if we can and eating those extra costs ourselves. The only thing that we've really done is on our US web store, we now have an option at checkout where a customer can add a $3 tariff offset gift card if they want, $3 representing the 30% tax on goods imported from China now, if they want. It's an optional expense that they can add to their cart if they want, or they can not do that. It's their choice. We're trying to put that in the hands of our customers at this point.
You have also, as I noted, you joined this lawsuit with a number of other companies. Customers tend to be pretty vocal, whatever they may want to express in terms of their opinion. What are you hearing from your customers about the fact that you joined that lawsuit?
Well, we've heard a variety of opinions from customers, those who support President Trump's efforts and those who don't. And what I try to emphasize to everyone who has paid attention to these lawsuits is that no matter the political party of the president, we would have pursued this lawsuit because we strongly believe that tariff taxes aren't in the power of the president. They belong in Congress, where we can have that check and balance of Congress, making sure that tariffs are applied, if applied at all, are applied for the right reasons and not for political reasons or whimsy, as we saw back in April when tariffs escalated from 0 all the way up to 145 within a matter of days.
You know, in educating myself a little bit on your company, I mean, this really seems to be that this grew out of not only a personal passion, but really a labor of love. You are a small company, you're based in St. Louis, based in Missouri. The fact that you're at this point, and that your main manufacturer is in China, I'm sure you hear it from people, but we know that part of the push by President Trump is that he wants to either bring manufacturing back or just to have it happen more often and have more of it happen in the U.S. on a regular basis. Is that an option for you? Could you switch your manufacturing to the United States at this point?
I think it would be incredibly difficult to do so. It would require us to significantly change any new products that we make in the future, and it would basically make it pretty much impossible for us to make anything new that is compatible with any of the products that we already made. You mentioned Wingspan. Wingspan has very specific card stocks, very specific curvature on the cards. Even the material we use for the rule book is very special. We selected this from a number of different options presented to us by our longtime partner in China. All those options would go away if we're in the US. We would be heavily limited based on what we can make, how customized we can make it. And again, coming back to how we want to serve our customers with premium products. We can do that best with our longtime partner in China, and not as well, unfortunately, here in the US.
As I know you're well aware, there has now been an extension, right? Another 90-day extension into November as the United States and China try to come to an agreement here. Let's say these tariffs stay at the 30% that you're dealing with right now. Can your business survive?
At 30%, it is sustainable. It's definitely a hit. There's tariff taxes. These are taxes that we weren't paying to the government before. We were already paying all of our other taxes to the government as a company. But 30% is manageable. 145%, which it briefly was back in April, That is not sustainable. So we can manage with 30%. We have actually moved a small portion of our manufacturing to a partner in Brazil. But then Brazil was hit with 50% tariffs, which is less sustainable than 30%. So that has made things more complicated as well.
Yeah, I was going to say Brazil maybe not the best option in this moment either. Listen, Jamey, we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us and to just walk us through. Again, it's so important to understand the impact on businesses across the board. So thank you again, and keep us posted.